What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. Welcome to another road trip. Man United versus Southampton. Ralph versus Ralph. Rangnick versus Hasenhüttl. In what's going to be a really difficult game, if I'm honest. I believe anyway, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a really tough game. You look at the way Southampton play, especially in their recent couple of games as well with City and Spurs. And they're confident. They're confident. You know, Ralph Hasenhüttl knows Ralph Rangnick very well as well. So I think it's going to be fascinating to look at this one tactically, to see if they can outdo each other. Both coaches know each other extremely well and are big fans of each other's work, etc., etc. The respect's there as compatriots. But in terms of sussing out the opposition, I think they'll be very aware of what one another wants to do. And it could be like a game of chess in terms of tactically. But in terms of us, in terms of the players, look, you just don't know what Man United's going to turn up. I say that after every game. I say it after every game. You don't know which one's going to turn up. And in the first half against Burnley, like I said, and like you guys all know, and we've been talking about throughout the days after that, we were spot on and deserved to be 3-0 up, but wasn't. And we keep conceding silly goals. Can we keep that out of our game? If you look at how Southampton set up, 4-4-2, you've got Baroja up front, who's been in bang hot form. He's going to fancy his chances against us. And Che Adams, who also scored in that game against Spurs, who is also very active, scored against us in the reverse fixture earlier on in the season. I remember when, I think Maguire gave it away. Pogba won a quick free kick, Maguire gave it away. And then they scored. Simple as that. And they nearly scored it at the end as well. I remember, I think it was Armstrong who maybe had a chance. But it was a very, very tough game at St Mary's. Look, we beat them 9-0 in this fixture last year with no fans. Doesn't mean a damn thing. Doesn't mean a damn thing. You know, that's very, it's almost impossible for that to happen again. So I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And I'm slightly nervous about this game in terms of team news. We saw Ralph Rangnick say that there's not going to be any Fred, any Telles, and no Matic. So you're assuming the midfield is going to be exactly the same: Bruno, Pogba, and Scott in there. And Ronaldo will probably come back in. I think he played the 120 minutes against Middlesbrough a few days before that, and Cavani was back fresh. That made sense with that. I don't see him, you know, staying on the bench again for a second time. And I think Sancho's been good as well. So if we draw on our positives of how we've been playing, Pogba's been really bright. We're starting to see him improve us and help us, you know, contain the play and dominate the play a little bit more and get on the ball and make things tick. Sancho's grown in confidence. I thought it was almost probably his best performance for us, or one of anyway. He was linking up with Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw again was bright. I thought his give and goes and his 1-2s and his aggressiveness of trying to get down that flank was actually quite refreshing in the first half. And there's little combinations appearing. Rashford, to be fair to him, although I was quite critical in terms of the decision making, he was still there in the positions and probably, I'd say, just does enough to start ahead of Elanga for me. But either or, I'm not really fussed about that. I wouldn't say Rashford dropped an absolute disaster class against Burnley. And then in the second half, nobody was good. And actually, I think Rashford went on that run second half where he skipped past two players, laid it across, and I think nearly Varane got a tap in, but it got blocked. So he was still at it. When you know, literally nobody did anything second half because we just fizzled out as we do. So look, I think it will be a difficult game. Ralph Rangnick has confirmed already in as much words that, you know, Harry Maguire is going to start. The Man United main account is saying, you know, Ralph, they've put it up as like almost like a rallying cry, you know, to support the player and push that energy and that narrative of actually, you know, he is our captain. We still believe in him. You know, Harry's got our full back in, and basically he's not going anywhere. I know there's been a lot of talk, and we spoke about it on the channel, and so have you guys, about him potentially, you know, not starting the game and Lindelof coming in, but that's obviously clearly not going to happen from what Ralph Rangnick said. He backed him to rediscover his best form, he basically said, and he backs him to do that tomorrow, i.e. today, which means he's going to start the game. So it's going to be Varane and Maguire again. And look, he just needs a good run of performances. You know, I don't think people have an agenda against Maguire. I think yeah, sometimes the criticism can go overboard into insults and just being rude about the player. But by and large, it's stemming from, and most people are calling out the performances, and the performances from him individually haven't been good enough. Especially when I think a lot of his errors, I mean, you make errors in that part of the pitch, they often get punished. And I know, like, you know, Rashford's been making a lot of errors. Ronaldo hasn't been scoring goals. Like, the whole team hasn't been functioning well. So I'm not saying the whole reason we're not getting a job done is all because of Harry Maguire. But if you're looking at a lot of where the goals come from and not getting stopped at source, his name comes up a lot. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I see. Sure, he's going through a rough time. Sure, he's going to be low on confidence. And that's what I'm saying. And a lot of, I think you guys are kind of putting to the forefront, maybe that's time to just sit him out a little bit. Let him regain his confidence. Let Victor Lindelof come in and have a go. You know, and even Lindelof has had his fair share of criticism over the years as well. So it's not like, you know, you can't win the fans back over with some good, solid performances. But Lindelof, every time he's played, has looked really assured this season. So, you know, but we're kind of wasting our time talking about it, I suppose, because, you know, Maguire is going to start the game. And the fact that he is going to start the game, I want him to have a fantastic game. I want him to be dominant. Almost like, I think the game against, what was the game when we gave him, I think it was the game against West Ham. It was, he set the tone, and this is in defence of Maguire, you know, because we have got to find some positivity and look at it at the fact that he is playing. So actually, if he does play well, what would it look like? And how does he stop himself getting into these situations? And it's like what Rio Ferdinand said on BT after the Burnley game. It's stopping the problem at source before they become bigger problems. That's what Rafael Varane does so well before something materialises into a real dangerous situation. And it's about getting in there early, getting to your opposite number, either stopping them from turning, being aggressive and winning it off them when it comes into feet, to stop yourself getting isolated, because one of his biggest weaknesses for Harry Maguire is being fronted up one-on-one, especially high up the pitch. He's not quick enough to cover the ground. So against West Ham, I did notice he had a strong game. He was in on Jarrod Bowen, you know, so he couldn't turn. I remember like the first minute or two of the game, the ball got played in Jarrod Bowen's feet and he was in there straight away. You're not turning me, son. You're not doing it. I'm not putting myself in that position. It's almost like when he defends on the front foot, a bit proactive, he can get by games. He can get by. But it's when the opposition gets him into positions of isolation and pull him out a bit of his position and front him up and get him running back to his own goal, he's horrendous. And also he's better when he just does things quicker, which I think he struggles with. But again, that's where Varane comes into it. If you look at Varane, left foot or right foot, it doesn't matter what foot it's on, he punches it out quick to the opposite fullback, whether he's playing left centre back or right centre back. He does it. So for me, he needs to have a very good game. We can't afford any stupid mistakes, and I just want to see us be clinical. If we start well and we're dominating in that period, we've got to get the goals. I mean, David De Gea spoke about us being cursed. Yeah, there's a little bit of unluckiness, you know, the VAR decisions and then the handball goal against Middlesbrough, but at the end of the day, you're not cursed when we're missing sitters. It's not like we keep hitting the post. It's not like we keep hitting the post and it's just, oh my gosh, how unlucky is that?
That's the curse flag.
Nah, but
I've cursed you to never put a ball in the back of their net.
Shit. The chances that we've had should be definite goals. Ronaldo missing the whole target, you know, on a penalty. Like, you know, that's not cursed. That's just shit finishing. You know, Rashford, he gets it put on a plate. Gets it put on a plate by Sancho against in the last game. Who was that against? Against Middlesbrough. He side foots it, goes over the bar.
All part of the curse flag.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. A lot of curses. So there you go. And now the police are saying don't pass, don't pass, and they're swerving. So let's hope that everything's all right ahead. Hopefully we haven't got a long.
Why is this happening right in front of us?
I know. Usually it means there's like an accident way up there, and they're trying to just, you know, hold the traffic back.
Why can't you start after us?
I know. It's highly annoying, but hey, why do these things always happen to us?
Don't know, bro. Don't even. So, team, who do you think?
Oh, mate. Well, if we make it to the game, because right now I'm doing 20 miles per hour on the motorway, because the police have gone past and said, "Do not pass. Thou shalt not pass."
Lewis Hamilton settings, fam.
Yeah, we're stuck behind the safety car. We're about to get robbed of the win. It's so random.
The curse, fam. The curse. De Gea was right, fam. We were literally talking about it. It happened.
We're not going to win today. We're not. I already got a feeling it's going to be a draw as well. Wait, this guy's making a run for it. He's making a run for it. Look, the police have blocked him off. The police have blocked him off, said to get back. You get back. They see him trying it. They said, you get back. The other policeman's coming now as well. It's a bit nuts.
It's all going down.
He just
mate.
wanted to get to the services though. He probably needs to go to the toilet. The police just blocked him off. Shall I make a run for it?
You can do it.
Nah, let's just stay. It's interesting. I wonder what's happened because there's clearly I don't understand why this got happened to us. Nothing's even happened.
I don't know.
He's off to break.
But about that football.
Yeah, about the game. Anyway, well, welcome to the match day vlog of just random stuff happening. It's not just about the road trip. But listen, this is a road trip. This is what's happening on the road trip. We've got to tell people what's happening.
Yeah.
This is what's happening. And currently, we're all stuck behind the police. I'm going to go for a 1-1, having said all that. I'm very nervous about this game. And I just got that feeling that we're going to just do what we do, which is being consistent. So I'm going with a 1-1. Not going to be great. Top 4 aspirations. We can't keep slipping up. We cannot keep slipping up. Arsenal got it done against Wolves. Horrible game, but they got it done. Spurs didn't get it done. And, you know, who else is there? Wolves lost. West Ham are still in the mix. So we've got to start putting a run together. So, yeah, I'm going for 1-1 though, and I think we're going to be disappointed. Hope to God I'm wrong. Smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you, hopefully, if I do get to Old Trafford. Peace.